This is Spud here from hits.net.com coming at you with another quick hit. I've been watching Mortal Kombat Legacy Season 2 last night. Pretty much all. I was going to watch it over the space of a week. I decided, fuck it, I was going to watch it all last night. So, throughout this episode of Quick Hit, there is going to be spoilers for Season 2 of Mortal Kombat Legacy. If you haven't seen it, don't watch the rest of the video. Instead, watch the link down below in which I'm going to link up MK1 and 2. If you have seen it, come on in. Season 2 begins with the tournament of Mortal Kombat. Now, Season 1 was all just kind of backstory of random characters, shit thrown together, shit like that. The second season takes place around the tournament itself. It opens up with Liu Kang hanging out in the bar and being, surprisingly enough, a bit of a badass. He gets his head kicked in, Kung Lao comes and saves his ass. You know, Kung Lao and Liu Kang have a wee chat about it. Liu Kang doesn't want to fight at the tournament, Kung Lao wants him to. It's strange because Liu Kang is playing this kind of a rogue, if you will. You know, while Kung Lao's character is pretty much the character Liu Kang would usually have in the Mortal Kombat video games. You know, which is a bit strange. But as the season goes on, it follows random characters as they're taking part in the tournament. It starts off with Liu Kang, then it goes on to I think Kenshi is next. He's looking for a sword. He ends up running into he's looking for a sword. He ends up running into Ermac, and you get a bit of a Kenshi Ermac fight then, which is probably my favorite fight of the whole season. Now, it doesn't last very long. Unfortunately, none of the fights last very long. Neither do the episodes for that matter. It's a web series, so we were expecting them all to be about 10, 12 minutes long. That's grand, but most of them have recaps and flashbacks that take up more of the show than necessary. Anyway, previously on Mortal Kombat Legacy, fuck that shit. We just saw it like 2 minutes ago. It's on YouTube. You can stream them instantly. You know what I mean? Unfortunately, there's very little fighting for what it should be. But one of the best is definitely the Ermac and Kenshi fight. You get to see him use his tech powers, which is quite cool. Beating the shit out of Ermac with that old sword of his. It's very cool. Johnny Cage is played by a different character and has another new spin on him, which kind of reverts him to the Johnny Cage of old. The Johnny Cage that we're used to. The cheesy cornball Johnny Cage. In Season 1, he was coming across a bit edgy, a bit rough and ready. He wasn't the Johnny Cage that we all grew up with. He was violent, he was angry, he had a hard time. It was cool, it was a new direction for Johnny Cage. But unfortunately, they'd done a complete 360 here and just brought him back to the you got caged kind of Johnny Cage that we all know from the games. And throughout the entire series, he does nothing but run away from fights. So, there's nothing really to be said about him apart from his head is really, really square. Very, very peculiar. There's a great little Sub-Zero Scorpion rivalry, as you can expect. It spilled over from the fourth season. The fourth season kind of gave you a little backstory between them. And Shuri, Ryu, the Lin Kuei, and how they hated each other. And through my 20 years of playing Mortal Kombat, I have no idea why the Shuri, Ryu and the Lin Kuei actually hate each other. I just know they're always at war. So, representing each side, you've got Scorpion and Sub-Zero. You've got a little history. One killed the other's family, why they didn't really, but the other thinks they did. No. Got a little bit of drama going on there, and a severe fight to go with it. There's some nice little bits and pieces thrown in throughout the series for fans of the games. You know, some nice little throwbacks. Seeing Quan Chi appear, he appeared in the fourth season, was a great little, great little nod. Little rivalry between Kitana and Melina and how that kind of blossoms in this season is also quite good. And of course, Shang Tsung being played by the guy who played Shang Tsung in the original Mortal Kombat movie is just an absolute blessing. But unfortunately, we never get to see him in combat. my main gripe with Mortal Kombat Legacy Season 2, now I enjoyed it for what it was. It was a bit of fun. I saw a couple of characters I wasn't expecting to see show up. You know, the likes of Kenshi and Kung Lao, for example. The ones who are usually kind of put at the back when it comes to being on a big screen or small screen. I watch it on my phone. But there were a few little things that I wasn't into, like I said, I liked it for what it was, but what happened to all the characters from this fourth season? Where was Sonya Cage and Jax? You know, Stryker turned up and he made a lot of not of, he was barely in it. You know, Sonya Blade wasn't there, Jax wasn't there, Sector and Cyrax, which was the standout episode from the fourth season, they didn't return either. And the main thing that really pissed me off, like, not the fatalities were great, even though they took players out of running completely. But seeing Scorpion doing Sub-Zero's fatality on Sub-Zero was mind-blowing. It was fantastic. But the thing is, it all builds up. That's the thing that pisses me off. It all builds up to the big fight where Liu Kang's pissed off at absolutely everybody. So, he starts kicking lumps out of everyone just because I can do what I want. I'm Liu Kang. Meh, 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 meh. Kind of like you'd expect from a Liu Kang, really, you know. So he starts kicking the shit out of everybody. It all comes to a head with this one big fight between Kung Lao and Liu Kang, which we never get to see. It says to be continued with K, of course, and we never get to see that big fight. So again, it feels like, just like the fourth season, everything's been building up to an anti-climax, to something we didn't see. And unfortunately, it looks like we're going to have to wait another, 2 years for a third season, which again is only going to last an hour and a half. It's kind of disappointing, but what can you do for a free show on YouTube? You can't really complain. I'll be looking forward to the third season to see what happens, but I won't be holding my breath. You know, this is Spud from Hits. Oh, before this is Spud from Hits Down Now. Blah blah blah. Don't forget to check out Pixel Pictures, which is our new show here on YouTube where we cover video game based movies. Our fourth episode is up. It covers House of the Dead. Get on that. I'll link that down below as well. So until next week, this is Spud from hits.now.com signing off. Good luck. If you enjoyed this video or need any of the other videos on the Hits.Now YouTube channel, feel free to like and subscribe. Feel free to share it on Facebook, share it on Twitter, hit us up on Twitter and Facebook at Hits.Now. And of course, check us out, hits.now.com. Thank you very much. Good luck.